Imagine a hummingbird, hovering perfectly still in midair. Its tiny body, suspended effortlessly, seems almost magical. It's a marvel of nature, its tiny wings beating so fast they become a blur. This rapid motion creates the lift needed to keep it aloft. Now, imagine a helicopter. A metal bird dwarfing that hummingbird, yet achieving the same feat of defying gravity. Despite its size and weight, it hovers with the same grace. How is this possible? The answer lies in a fascinating realm where air meets spinning blades. The world of rotor aerodynamics. The principles are similar, yet the scale and mechanics are vastly different. Understanding how air flows over and under a helicopter's rotor blades is key to unlocking the secrets of helicopter flight. This airflow creates the lift that allows the helicopter to rise and stay in the air. It's not just about brute force and engine power, it's about finesse, about manipulating the very air around us to achieve controlled lift and movement. Pilots must master this delicate balance to maneuver their aircraft. This delicate dance between air and rotor is what allows helicopters to perform their unique maneuvers, from vertical takeoffs and landings to hovering in place and flying backwards. Each movement is a testament to the intricate design and engineering. In this intricate dance, every subtle change in airflow, every slight adjustment of the rotor blades, has a ripple effect on the helicopter's performance. These adjustments are crucial for maintaining stability and control. It's a world of forces and reactions, of pressures and velocities, all intertwined in a complex yet elegant ballet. Each force must be carefully managed to ensure smooth and safe flight. So, buckle up as we take a journey into the captivating world of helicopter aerodynamics, where we'll unravel the mysteries of airflow and discover the invisible forces that keep these magnificent machines aloft. Prepare to be amazed by the science and artistry behind helicopter flight. We've all felt the wind on our faces, a tangible reminder of air in motion. The gentle rustling of leaves, the swaying of grass, all these are signs of the invisible force that surrounds us. But in the world of aerodynamics, wind, or more accurately airflow, is relative. It depends on your point of view. This concept is crucial for understanding how various vehicles, especially aircraft, interact with the air. Imagine yourself in a car on a windless day. Stick your hand out the window and you feel the rush of air against your skin. This sensation is not because the air is moving, but because you are. This is relative wind, the flow of air relative to your motion. It's a simple yet profound concept that affects everything from driving to flying. Now imagine that same car parked, a gentle breeze blowing past. You stick your hand out and feel that same sensation of airflow. The source of the wind has changed, but the feeling remains. Again, it's relative wind, but this time it's due to the air's motion, not yours. This duality is what makes the study of aerodynamics so fascinating. For a helicopter in flight, relative wind is the combination of the helicopter's movement through the air and the air's own movement. This interplay is critical for maintaining control and stability. We can break it down into two components, horizontal and vertical. Each plays a unique role in the helicopter's flight dynamics. The horizontal component is created by the helicopter's forward, backward, or sideways motion. This affects how the helicopter navigates through the air. The vertical component comes into play during ascent or descent. It determines how the helicopter gains or loses altitude. Understanding relative wind is fundamental to grasping how a helicopter's rotor blades generate lift. This knowledge is essential for pilots and engineers alike, ensuring safe and efficient flight operations. Now let's add another layer of complexity, the spinning rotor. As the rotor blades spin, they create their own relative wind, called, quite logically, rotational relative wind. This rotational relative wind acts perpendicular to the blade's surface as it spins, creating a unique aerodynamic environment. Think of it this way. Imagine swinging a wet tennis ball on a string. The faster you swing, the more you feel the pull. You feel the outward pull, right? That's similar to the centrifugal force acting on the water droplets, flinging them outward. This force is a key player in rotor dynamics. The faster you spin, the stronger the force. This principle is crucial for understanding how helicopters achieve lift. The same principle applies to the rotor blades. The spinning motion creates an outward force, which is essential for flight stability. Now here's where it gets interesting. The interaction of these forces is what makes helicopter flight so unique. The rotational relative wind combines with the helicopter's own movement through the air, our horizontal and vertical components from before, to create the resultant relative wind. This combination is dynamic and constantly changing. This resultant relative wind is what truly matters for lift generation. It is the key to understanding how helicopters can hover, ascend, and maneuver. It changes in both direction and velocity along the blade's span, due to the combined effects of rotation and the helicopter's motion. This variability is what pilots must manage to ensure smooth and controlled flight. Section 4, Downwash, the rotor's invisible force. As the rotor blades slice through the air, they create a downward flow of air called downwash. This downwash is a direct consequence of the blades generating lift. Remember Newton's third law of motion? For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. The action, the blades forcing air downward. The reaction, the air pushing back on the blades, creating upward lift. The amount of downwash and therefore lift generated is significantly affected by blade pitch. Think of blade pitch as the angle at which the blades bite into the air. Increasing the blade pitch means a more aggressive angle, generating more lift but also requiring more power. Conversely, decreasing the pitch reduces lift. Pilots control blade pitch through the collective and cyclic controls, allowing them to fine-tune the helicopter's lift and maneuverability. Section 5. Ground effect, a helping hand, or a lack thereof. Ever notice how a helicopter seems to require less power when hovering close to the ground? That's ground effect at work. As the downwash from the rotor blades hits the ground, it gets compressed and spreads out, creating a cushion of air beneath the helicopter. This cushion of air reduces the downwash's velocity, improving the rotor system's efficiency. However, this helpful effect diminishes as the helicopter climbs higher. This is known as out-of-ground effect, or OGE. Without the ground to compress the downwash, the rotor system has to work harder to generate the same amount of lift. Pilots take ground effect into account during takeoffs and landings, as the transition between IGE and OGE can affect the helicopter's performance. Section 6. Angle of attack versus angle of incidence. Two sides of the same coin. Two important angles come into play in helicopter aerodynamics: angle of attack and angle of incidence. Though they sound similar, they represent different things. Think of angle of incidence as the built-in angle of the blade. It's the angle between the chord line of the blade, an imaginary line from the leading edge to the trailing edge, and the rotor hub's plane of rotation. Angle of attack, on the other hand, is the angle between the chord line and the oncoming relative wind. This angle changes constantly during flight due to factors like the helicopter's movement, wind conditions, and pilot input. The angle of attack is crucial for generating lift. Too small an angle and there's not enough lift. Too large and the airflow can separate from the blade, leading to a stall. Section 7. Soaring on the wings of understanding. As we've seen, the world of helicopter aerodynamics is a fascinating dance of airflow, forces, and reactions. Understanding these principles is essential for anyone looking to master the art of helicopter flight. From the relative wind whistling past the spinning blades to the invisible force of downwash, each element plays a crucial role in keeping these magnificent machines aloft. By grasping the concepts of relative wind, induced flow, ground effect, and the angles of attack and incidence, we gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance that pilots maintain as they navigate the skies. So, the next time you see a helicopter in flight, take a moment to appreciate the invisible forces at play, orchestrated by the elegant dance of air and rotor.